All right, we're going to go over the Agatha event before we do offer review. It's kind of convoluted, but basically there is open occult hex orbs. That's the witch token that goes over 10 days. You can see right here. Now, to max this out, you need to open up a total of 94 orbs. And those orbs give out about 2.14 Agatha per orb, and there's a little bit of gold, but it's somewhat uneventful. And there's a total of 55 of her shards in the milestones. Now, there's other ways of getting orbs. You can get orbs by blitzing. You can get orbs by spending cores. You can get orbs by doing the web spending energy event. We're going to go over that. And according to the math I did, if you're super grindy and you do a lot of blitz rotations, it may be possible to make it to 34, but it looks like getting to milestone 35 is going to require some pretty heavy spending. Now, this part right here, Arcane Witchery, is straight up a really complicated offer. Basically, you have to spend like over 16,000 cores over the period of 10 days to max out this milestone right here, which is about $200. The math I did was based off spending about 400 cores a day. And if you do 400 cores a day, that should get you to about milestone 12. And milestone 12 will get you a little more than 3 orbs, right? We're working towards getting towards 94 orbs for the entire event. That will get you 3 orbs right there. So a lot of the orbs and everything down here, in my opinion, anything past like milestone 12 pretty much is just an offer as far as I'm concerned. Also, I wanted to point out that these are OG Doctor Strange, not Heartless Doctor Strange. Now, the second component that we can talk about is the web store. And the web store has a bewitching sorcery. Scoring is based off of campaign energy. You get 1 point for spending campaign energy, whether that's green or normal campaign energy. Now, it looks like you have to go crazy to max this out every 2 days. I also don't see that realistic, but I could see people getting through milestone 13. You can see right here every day, which is 3,400 energy between the two over a 2-day period. You got you got fragments right here, and that'll give you basically a half an orb every 2 days. So a total of 2.5 orbs per day. Then the last component of this is going to be blitzing. And I don't really know the exact amount per rotation. There's a lot of factors right here. And we're going to just do some generic math to keep it simple. I did a rotation right here. What I mean by rotation is like I took 39 teams and I just went through there. And I got 2,200. So basically 1 orb. A little more than 1 orb. Some people got 1,800, but there's other things you can do. You know, you can use the refreshes and things like that. But if we did super generic math just to keep the event simple, which it is not, because every time you do a blitz rotation, sometimes it gives, most of the time it gives a minimum of 50 fragments, but it can give up to 2,000. But we're just going to say that it gives 1 orb per rotation. In theory, if you're a crazy person, you could do 8 rotations a day. And that's going to be a large chunk of the fragments. So basically, from blitzing, you could get a total of 80 orb fragments. From spending power cores, you could get like 3 fragments. And then from spending energy in the web store, you get another 2. I'm just going to say that is like 80. We're just going to round up and say that is 86 orbs. And 86 orbs will get you to the 34th milestone. Which makes it just a little bit short of making it all the way to the end. We're talking about right here, because this has got 35 milestones, right? But that is like someone that is a crazy person. That is somebody that's a crazy person who does that. 34. So, you know, you can get down to milestone 34, but to get to milestone 35 and to get further on the spend, you're just going to have to straight up spend money. It's literally a convoluted offer when it gets to the end. That being said, if you do end up opening 86 orbs in the method that I just described, blitzing a ton, spending 400 cores a day over a 2-day period, spending at least 3,400 energy between the two currencies, 86 orbs at 2.14 Agatha shards per orb will put you at 184 orbs, 184 Agatha shards, and then you're going to get 55 from the milestones, giving you a total of 239, which in theory, it's possible for somebody to get a 4-star unlock free to play. Let's skip over to offer review and see what else is going on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to blitz that much, though. Oh, my God. That's just way too much blitzing. Also, a big news right here on the Marvel webpage. They have the silhouettes. They didn't do those silhouettes last patch, and I really like it. Now, what I see here is a whole bunch of unfarmable characters. That's what I really see here. No, a lot of people are speculating what this is going to be. This is going to be, you know, part... is it going to be Gambit and Rogue? It's going to be part of the A-Force team. We don't know. A lot of people are saying a lot of different things. It's going to be Havoc. In the top comments, someone checked to say on Tana. Is he dead or nutted? He's died since it's Havoc. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Havoc. For Silhouette is not Gambit. Sorry, Tana. And then there's of course, a million speculations and reason why it's going to be Havoc. That remains to be seen. We're going to have a blog post tomorrow. All of the social media posts did say blog tomorrow when they said it. So maybe we'll get 1 or 2 of these tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. We'll get official confirmation and see how that goes. Then also excellent meme on Reddit right here by, I don't know how to say your name, but big shout out to you. And I think that this encapsulates the event right here, the Morgan Le Fay event. Entering Node 5. Hey, Mr. Strange, what you doing? I just simulated this battle 14,605 times. How many did we win? 1. And this is the frustrating thing about Node 5. In the runs that I've run, basically, Star-Lord T'Challa has to target OG Spider-Man, and he has to dodge. You can't target the other ones because... in the nodes that I've been playing, the Scourges I've been playing, which it gets, you know, unreasonable at some point, has to hit OG Spider-Man first and he has to dodge. That way he gets a little bit of extra turn meter and he gets offense up, and then OG Spider-Man goes first and puts defense down, and then you can beat the node. Do you know how many times you have to restart to do that? You can't have them target anybody else on the team, not Spider-Gwen. I mean, technically Miles is under stealth, but the other 4 are still available, and then you have to get the dodge. This is horrible. Literally just playing it over and over again. Now, someone said that, well, it depends on your roster. If you are getting the top score that your roster could possibly get, you have a bunch of Scourges on it. The best score that you can get for your roster means that you have a truly miserable experience in restarting this node over and over again. If you're clearing it the first time, you don't have enough Scourges. You could get a lot more points. It should be miserable. It should be absolutely miserable if you're getting like the best score possible for your size of your account. I mean, you should be barely able to do this if you're, you know, because the person that's willing to restart this node 1,000 times, you know, is going to get a better score than you, right? I hate this. I hate this. And then, you know, they were so kind to add a battle again button on RTA, which I use once per day. You know, I think this is a valid thing right here. How about a restart battle button? How, you know, because we're gonna have to restart that node every single time to make sure that they hit Spider-Man and he dodges. How much nicer it would be to hit a restart button? Because we have to load out of the battle, load back into the battle. It takes forever. That would be practical. RTA, I hit that button once a day in between my 2 matches. This I would have used all day long. Also, this is how it's coming along right now. I went and checked my account right now, and it looks like this number has gone up to 326,000. So if you're looking for stars on Morgan Le Fay, 2,500 for 6, and then we've got 25,840 for 5, and 64,000 for 4, and so on and so on. Take a screenshot there if you want to see how you're going to place in the Morgan Le Fay event. I believe we got like about 4 days or so more now. And then also, it's almost comical. Please stop the core pop-up offers. Super annoying that they would just randomly core pop-up offers show up on the screen. And then if you hit the button accidentally because it popped up and you just accidentally pushed it, hey, no refunds. I mean, that's not true, but there's no confirmation when you buy in cores. And then you have to contact customer support, and they're kind of snarky about it. They'll say, be more careful next time. We'll do this one time for you. How about you stop having these pop-up offers that don't have a confirmation button and eliminate the frustration from the player base? My goodness, this can't be a good strategy for them to do it. So, and again, this is the milestone part of the event on the web store. So if you're not using the web store, some people have, iOS users have had the cookie disappear on the website. And if you're not a Facebook user, I don't know of another way of making it getting back into the web store easily on iOS. I guess you just have to sign up for Facebook. A lot of people are not thrilled about that. All right, let's get to offer review. There are going to be a bunch of offers today for these orbs. And, I'm gonna kind of like back off of the event orbs when we talk about them right here. But I do want to talk about them in this context. So this is 15 orbs, and that's the event orb that have 2.14 Agatha per orb. And the way that I look at this is if I buy this and I get these 15 orbs, that's potentially 15 blitz rotations I don't have to do over a 10-day period. That's how I kind of look at it. What is that worth to me to not have to set a 2-hour timer and blitz like crazy? I mean, this event basically is not finishable without spending cores and it depends how many cores you have saved up. A lot of free-to-play players hoard cores just for this type of event. I understand. But if you're only doing 400 cores a day, you're not going to get very far in this event. And then you're going to, 8 rotations a day means, every 2 hours logging in and going through your entire roster and doing a blitz. And, and then how many wins are you getting and how much blitz cores, bitch sims do you have saved? I mean, there's a lot of variables, right? But the way that I see this is this saves me 15 rotations. Then we've got 22 Armory 16s. Those are very valuable. That is one of the main bottlenecks from getting to Gear Tier 16 is going to be the Armory 16 orbs. Now, the problem with those orbs is, yes, you get 22 of them, but there's only 2 pieces per orb. And those are pretty valuable. I think a lot of people may be buying this right here, just so they don't have to blitz. And this will allow them to get more characters to Gear Tier 16 because Mystic Gear right now is super scarce. Believe me, I just unlocked Dormammu, and then we got Morgan Le Fay, and then we've got the whole Darkhold team. Mystic Gear, Marvel Mystic Force. What if they made all of the characters the next? But they'll make Havoc Mystic. Why not, right? They're not going to make him a mutant just to mess with us. They'll make him a Mystic. They'll say, oh, there's this one comic, that nobody read. He was Mystic or something, and then they'll make him Mystic. I don't know. I'm just being silly. And then we got 3 gold orbs. So I'm not really going to, for myself, the reason why you buy this is to get through the milestones. And because the contents of this is not really great. You're only getting like 2 Agatha per orb, but you're really doing it for the milestones. There's a lot of Elite 6s and things like that in there. So I'm not going to be buying this, but I think a lot of people that don't want to deal with blitzing, they don't want to deal with the event, they want to move up in Armory 16s. This is a Kraken snack. So let's move on. And most of the offers that we have today are going to have some of those event orbs. Then we've got right here 500 power cores, which is worth about $7. Now, if this was 750 power cores, then that'd be a push with the $10. And then you would get 50 silver promotion credits as a bonus. Now, 2 days ago, there was an offer for 500 power cores for $5. And then it had like 5 pestilence orbs. But, this event, the other thing is, spending on the event, spending power cores will move you forward in the event. It's a part of this event is spending power cores, whether that's in Dark Dimension, whether that is in refreshing stores, whether that is buying energy. I know for me, I typically always do the 50 buys on the campaign energy and the ISO energy. So that's at least 400 cores. So when I did the math, that's what I was doing right there. Let's move on. I'm not going to be buying this, but I can see why people would buy it. And then right here, gold promotion credit offers. So this is highway robbery. If you ask me, you have to buy this 3 times. Well, you can only buy it twice, but basically, multiply this by 3. $50 times 3 is $150 to take 1 character from 5 red to 6 red. No way. And then we've got some green ISO. I don't know if that's ISO or ions. Let's see. That's a pestilent orb fragment. Okay. So what this is this is the orb that has and effective shards of 4.2 per orb, because I'm not counting the OG Spider-Man, Miles, Elsa, and Ghost Rider. I'm just counting the Dark Hunters and the Web Warriors that are newer. So there, right there, there's 3 orbs. So they give you 12, 13 effective orbs. Then you got 3 gold orbs. I think these are worth about a couple bucks a piece, $1 a piece or something like that. And then you've got 3 gold orbs at $1.50 a piece. I'm not going to buy this, but anyways, let's move on. Mega gold offer. Okay, so we got $10 right here. We've got 3 gold orbs and 150 gold, and then we've got 2 pestilence orbs, which I just described, and then we also have 3 premium orbs. So I don't really value these myself. And then right there, we've got some so for Web Warriors and Dark Hunters. This is an okay deal. I believe that when there was the Morgan Le Fay offer, I like the $10 offers there, which was 1 million gold, and it was 4 gold orbs. So in exchange for that extra gold and 1 gold orb, you're getting this stuff over here. If you like premium orbs a lot, which I don't, premium orbs for me are pretty much just Ultimus food, so I don't see a lot of value in that. So I'm not going to buy this. But anyways, do what you got to do. I actually need training materials more than anything else. Wong, oh boy. So we're still waiting for a second Wong Blitz. We don't know when that's going to be. It's not been scheduled yet. But Cerebro did verify that there was actually going to be a second Wong. But I think we're going to get through all these blitzing events before it comes around. Maybe it'll be next week. I'm not really sure. So this is the extreme high-end pricing for a new character release. 50 character shards for $35. And Wong is a very important member of the team. I know that when I play against Dark Hold teams, the size of the Wong, the number of red stars on him is extremely problematic and takes a lot longer. He is very, very tanky. But again, this is not a great price, but it is an arena team. It's an important team without a doubt. Anyways, I'm not going to be buying this myself, but I think that the people will be buying this. All right. Super Starter Bundle. Let's take a look at what we got here. So again, we've got the Occult Hex Orb Fragments. These are the Agatha event orbs that give 2.1, something like that, 2.14 Agatha shards per orb. And the real reason why you open these is not for those orbs, but also for the milestones. Again, it's 10 orbs, so that is 10 rotations of blitzing that I wouldn't have to do. Then we've got basically this is a very similar offer to the one that's up there. You know, because the top row is not that great. You got premium orbs, T3s, and some Blitz campaign energy. Then we've got 2 gold orbs. Then we've got 10 Armory 16s. Not going to be getting to this. Again, it's a crack and snack. I'm sure anybody that is looking to 16 out their roster, move forward in Dark Dimension, or just get 16s on maybe all their Mystics are going to be loving that. I think that this is what's going to fuel this. People not wanting to Blitz and people wanting to get the super exclusive bottleneck 16 piece, the mini uniques, if you will. All right, Spider Brains offer. We talked about this offer yesterday, and it's pretty much the same thing as this Ghost Spider offer right here. We've got $20 for 25 character shards. So, you know, a lot of the offers are for 50 character shards. So this is on the high side. Yeah, usually I'm pretty upset about, $30 for 50 character shards, and I'm really upset about $35 for 50 character shards. Well, this is basically $40 for 50 character shards. You know what I mean? So you do get some pestilence orbs. So those are the ones that have Dark Hunter and Web Warriors in there. And each orb has an effective amount of about 4.2 shards per orb. I'm excluding the older characters like OG Spider-Man and so on. Armory 14s, Armory 15s. Anyways, not really looking to this, but if you're struggling on nodes 5 and nodes 10, you know, this is kind of that's the reason why they're selling this. This is for the Morgan Le Fay event for sure. All right, what do we got here? We've got a $10 offer. We've got 2 orbs, so that's 2 rotations, right? And then we've got 2 training material orbs. I value those at $1.50 a piece, 100K gold. Then we've got some blitz refreshes. Doesn't look too exciting. I'm not really interested in these that much until later on in the event, and where I can see if buying one sees how much I advance in the milestones. I feel like early in the event, it doesn't really make sense to buy these, in my opinion. Same thing right there. I mean, all of these offers are the same thing. You got 1 orb right there, 50K blitz energy. Boy, $5 seems pricey. Do what you got to do, but I'm not going to do any of these right here. We've got a gold orb. We've got 4 occult hex orb fragments. So those are the Agatha event orbs. They give 2 something per orb. We've got a premium orb, and we got some T3s. Not a fan of these offers. Let's just keep going. And then endless energy bundle, 600 energy, which is about $3 to me. That will help you on the web event, but there's not a lot of stuff in the web event. And then this just gives straight up milestone points. 1 milestone point. Boy, this seems like a bugged offer. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what it is. We get 1 point. Is it 600 points? Does anybody have any idea? I probably need to send this to developer. But anyways, it's not clear to what that is. All right, let's move on. Exclusive energy bundle. 300 energy for $3 is not great. I'd buy this if it was $1.50. I get it. Ooh, Beam of Might offer. We've got Icarus himself. Boy, you know what? He is just still my favorite. I'm using him in Dark Dimension 5. I'm using him in the Morgan Le Fay event. Even though they're not going to be top of the arena, and Agatha pretty much, negates a lot of the usefulness of Cersei and Icarus inside of the arena. I still, they're vital almost everywhere else in the game. Raids, war, and those other game modes I mentioned. So 50 character shards for $25. If you haven't got on the Icarus bandwagon, I still think there's a lot of value, even though they're moving away from the arena meta. I'm still using them in my arena, but I just think it's a turn meter removal between the two of them, and they have to be paired up together. I think is always going to be a useful mechanic. In a speed meta. This is a turn-based game, and being able to remove the turn meter on your enemy side if you can go first is just going to be an important mechanic indefinitely in turn-based games, in my opinion. So that's something to consider there. And there, his counterpart right there, Cersei, same story. Massive orb bundle. I bought this yesterday because I wanted to get ahead on, and this is part of the Darkhold team. The problem with it is that it gives more strange. And then it gives some Wong, and then it gives some Agatha. I kind of feel like if Wong is Blitz release, he was event campaign release, strange, and then we got the milestone release for Agatha. I bought it yesterday, and I just didn't feel like I got anything good, but I did buy it, because I'm wanting to get these characters at least to 5 yellow stars, which is going to be important coming forward. All right, Legacy 2 Orb offer. So if you are in need of T3s, this is going to be the way to get them, probably one of the better offers. Anywhere between 350 and let's say 400 on average. Results may vary. T3s can be found in this orb. So this orb does have T3s. You probably get a little under 100,000 gold. You get a bunch of character shards from year 2, and then you also get some purple gear. So if you're in the market for T3s, which is a bottleneck for sure in this game when you're getting started, even through mid-game. And this is way more reasonable than spending, $10 for 240 or 1,000 cores for 70 or $20 for 100. This is $5 for anywhere from, let's say, 350 to 400. Some people got more than 400, but it's random how many you'll get, but it's over 300. I think that's the best way to do it. We've got Destroyer of the Universes. Again, this is going to be very similar to that Wong offer. Of course, this is going to be the top team right now. $35 for 50 character shards is never really an outstanding deal, but do what you got to do. And then not a fan of the gear offers, but Mystic gear. I imagine they're selling a bunch of this. There's just extreme Mystic gear problems. So you got the 14s, you got the 15s. That probably is better than the hidden offers right there. So do what you got to do. And then we've got Alien Spores on sale for $5. And then I believe we've also got Oz Formula right there, which I know a lot of people need that. Then we've got some blue ions. The reason why they're selling this is because nodes 5 and 10, sometimes you have to move your ISOs around to get an optimal setting to get some desired results on the run. And if you're short ions, this is, blue ions. Here you go. And there's also, I bought the green one. Well, that's down further. I bought the green ISO one yesterday, and I'll get to that when I get to that. This is trash. There were several offers, much less than this, for 5 orbs. This is the Pestilence Orb. This is the one that has like OG Spider-Man, the Web Warriors, and the Dark Hunters. Not a good deal. Garbage. And we're going to get through. Are we in the core area? No. Power up your augmented gear. We got 2,000 cores. Wow. That seems pricey. It seems like your cores will be gone very quickly. Oh, look at that. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch, 50 character shards for $5 if you don't already have her maxed out at 7 yellow. There you go. That's an excellent value. Most people are subbing in Dormammu if you have Dormammu in. Not a lot of people have Dormammu, I understand, but I think there's only like 700-800 people that have Dormammu now. But anyways, Scarlet Witch is still, clearly the best person to put on the team as the 5th for sure. And then we've got a purple gear offer. I don't buy purple gear. We've got magic for $20 for 75 character shards. Okay, that's fine. And then we've got Legacy 2 Orb. This is not the good deal. The better deal was $5 for 100,000 fragments. And I think we're into the area where there are not a lot of deals. This is all the normal offers. So we're just going to scroll past through these and we're going to go to the free to play account and take a look at that. Not a fan of that. All right. Let's get out of this screen. I hate to have that on the screen and accidentally click it, right? All right. Let's go over to the free to play account and see what's going on over there. And I also want to say, if I have to make any corrections to the math that I did at the beginning offer review, check the comment section. I think my math was pretty close, but you never know. We'll have to see right here. We've got $50 for 180 of each of the Asgardians. Wow, that's an interesting. Boy, I wish I could have, way back in the day when I remember wailing on Hela. She was like the first character I ever wailed on. This seems like quite a deal where you get the whole team, 180 character shards each one for $50. I still use Hela and Loki quite a bit. The other three, not so much. Thor sometimes, and then you got $29. There's nothing wrong with this. Bulk shards, man. Marvel Strike Force money. That, and if you're trying to accelerate your progress quickly in the game, and you're a heavy spender, $50 on these packages like this are, very good way of catching up on shards. All right, let's scroll through all of the duplicate offers. What we're mostly looking for is $5 character shard offers where you can get 50 character shards for $5. And we'll see what we have down here at the bottom. Sometimes on the free-to-play account, there's different offers, that are good catch-up mechanics like that. Okay, we got Moondragon for 50 character shards for $25. No, that's great right there. And then we've got Loki. See, I don't think this is a good deal when you can buy that package offer there at the top where you get all of the other characters, including Hela, and you get the whole team, right? Let's move on. And we've got 50 Polaris for $15. Not the best deal, but it's okay, I suppose. Mordos, 60 Mordos for $10. I don't use Mordo with Dark Hunters. I use Namor. I've had better luck playing against Heroes for Hire with Namor than Mordo. I know Mordo. Some people do use Falcon, but I've had the best success myself personally with Namor and the Dark Hunters, especially on the Heroes for Hire matchup. Okay, let's go on. Red Guardian, 50 character shards for $15. I feel like he was not very good for very long, and he just kind of, was important for a month and then not so much. All right, Yelena. All right, none of this looks interesting to me. All right, we're going to be all done today. So the big news is that we got the silhouettes on social media today, and then tomorrow is going to be a blog post. So I'll be live on Twitch tomorrow when the blog post goes live, which is about 3 hours before server reset. That's 2:00 Pacific time is when the blog post usually comes out, and maybe we'll find out who some of these new characters are coming out in the next patch. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.